Hey, still on the Royal Caribbean cruise line, and I've been wanting to do a video as a part of my Dare to Be You series, in which I talk about how to be you and how to get the job that you want for the rest of your life, how to approach a company and get the lifetime dream job for yourself. The first thing you need to do is decide who you are and what you want to do with your rest of your life and what's going to make you happy. And I'll do some videos about that. But this video is about, I'm going to tell you how to get the job you want or the career that you want. And I'm going to give you the steps you need to take. The first thing you need to decide is who you want to work for. I mean, by a company name. Then I want you to learn as much as you can about that company and the people who are going to make the decision that's going to get you that job. That means the CEO and whomever is going to be your boss when you go to work for that company. For this purpose, I'm going to do a little story in which Kerry Grinkmeyer, me, is 27 years old. He's graduated from a substantial marketing school. He's gone to work for a company in Chicago, and he's been working for them for 5 years. He's moved up the chain and has some respect, and he has some respect in the industry. But he's decided that he and his family, they're going to start having a family and his wife, and they want to move to the south. They want to get out of the cold winters. It just isn't where they want to be. They've gotten themselves in a bit of a pickle financially, and they want to get out. So they've decided that they want to go to work for this cruise line, the Royal Caribbean. So what Kerry's going to do, the first thing is he's going to learn as much as he can about the Royal Caribbean's business, how they operate, what they've done and has been successful for them in the past, and where they're headed. With that being done, he's going to learn that Richard D. Fain, F-A-I-N, is the CEO, and Jim Berra, B-E-R-R-A, is the director of marketing. He is going to write each of them a letter, which is going to include a copy of his resume, and the letter is going to detail what I bring to the table to Royal Caribbean as a part of their marketing department. I'm then going to make a second copy of that letter and resume, and I'm going to wad it up in a little ball and then hang on to it. Because when I don't hear from Richard and Jim and the 10 other people that I've emailed, that I've written a personal letter to about my attributes and why I should come to work with them, when I don't hear from them, after 2 weeks, I'm going to write them a second letter, a cover letter, and I'm going to explain that I was kind of surprised I hadn't heard from them, and I was really looking forward to exploring their opportunity with them. And so I've been monitoring your trash, and I found the letter that I sent you in your trash. So apparently someone overlooked it, someone made a bad decision and threw it in the trash, and I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of it, and so I sent it back to you. And here it is. If I don't hear from them again within a week, I will have by this time found their email address. I'm going to email them a personal video, a video just like this, where I'm going to look them in the eye and I'm going to explain to them what I bring to the table. I'm also going to explain to them that I have recently been on one of their cruises and I've interviewed people, and here's some of the interviews that I had, and this is some of the things that I think I can bring to the table. First of all, do not call their baby ugly. Explain to them in such a way what you bring to the table, but also make it very clear that you think they are the leader in the field and they are going to lead this exploding market as the baby boomers retire even more rapidly and get into their elder years. You're going to explain that you understand that baby boomers now don't want to unpack every night as they tour Europe or tour the Caribbean. They want good food. They want good entertainment. They want activities that they can participate in, and you know this because you interviewed them on the cruise ship, and you're going to share that with them. It's going to be a short 3-minute video, but it's going to be personal to each of the 12 people that you're addressing, the people that you want to sit down and say, Hey, have you seen, I got this crazy letters and then emails from this guy from Kerry Grinkmeyer who works for XYZ Company in Chicago, and he thinks he can really help us here at the Royal Caribbean. You want them to be, you want you, Kerry, to be a topic of conversation around the water cooler at the executive lunch table. And you're going to be relentless. You've already sent 2 letters. You've already sent a video. You're now going to have the privilege or the right to make a phone call. Now, do I think they're going to pick up the phone and speak directly to you? No. You're going to be stuck with a secretary or an administrative assistant, but you're going to refer. I have sent them 2 letters. I've sent them a video, and I'm planning a trip to Miami, and I'd really like to have an opportunity to sit down and talk to them. You're going to be relentless because remember, you have decided at the first of all this, you have decided this is the company that you want to work for. This is the job that is going to make you happy and your wife happy and your children happy. So why the hell wouldn't you become relentless to go after it? You've already made the decision. So all that has to happen is you have to convince them. You have to be different. Now, you're going to get the job. I'm confident of it because no one else is going to do what you're going to do. No one else is going to be willing to do what you're willing to do. No one else is going to be as relentless. Once you get the job, educate yourself about everything about the travel industry, about the cruise industry, and you become the smartest person in that building. You read The Accidental Superpower and you understand demographics and you understand geopolitical situations so that you, when you sit in that executive board meeting, you have information that no one else has. The next thing I want you to do is live within your means. That is to say, every month when you get your paycheck, you put a part in some sort of savings or an investment account because somewhere along the line, there is going to come an opportunity, and that opportunity is going to require operating capital. Without the operating capital, you can't act on the opportunity. Think about it. This is the way every business is built. They know there's going to be opportunities. They know there's going to be acquisitions, and if they don't have the capital or access to the capital, they can't act. They stay stuck where they are. So you need to run your life this way. Okay, so you stay within your means. So you have operating capital, so you can take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime, which will present itself because you are the smartest kid in that building down there. Okay, sorry I used the word kid, but that's the last time most people get educated. You have to stay educated and you have to pursue. You have to be reading a book at all times. You have to be looking at people smarter than you videos on YouTube. You have to be going to conferences that expose you to the cutting edge. That's the way you're going to be happy. And then as far as living within your means, do not buy the big expensive house to impress the Joneses. The Joneses are terminal. They don't have living room furniture because they can't afford it. Do not buy the sparkly, shiny things, the big cars, the Rolex watches. Don't do it because it isn't going to make you happy. You see people with those kinds of things, dressed gaudily, driving the big cars and the big watches. They're seeking happiness, and they think those things are going to make them happy. It's not. It's being satisfied with what you're doing. I'm not a religious person. But do you think Jesus Christ was happy? What did he do for a living? He shared his knowledge. He shared his knowledge. He lived he lived well within his means. Think of yourself as a business and think of yourself as someone who is willing to share They're God-given skills. They're God-given talent with anybody and everybody, and it will come back to you in spades. I hope this opens a whole new door to you. I hope you recognize that you can be happy, but it's within your control. And you need to determine what your happiness is, who's there with you, and what does it look like. I'll do another video on what I've learned about that. Understand, I'm 75 years old. I've been through it. I've done everything that you've done. I have a Porsche in the garage. I have a BMW in the garage. I have a house I don't need. I've gone on big trips. I sent my kids to expensive colleges. I've made all the mistakes. Luckily, I've accumulated some money. So I can take care of opportunities, or I can take advantage of opportunities. Then, after you've done all this, and you've done all this successfully, you have to give back. You have to leave something behind. You have to leave something of yourself behind that you share with the rest of the world. God gave you this skill. God gave you this talent. You didn't develop it all on your own. So you need to share it, just like what I'm doing here. I'm sharing. Jesus Christ, share. If you're not Catholic, I'm trying to think of the name of the guy from Buddhist. Spent a month in China, I should know that. Anyway, share. There's a book in you, write it. If there's a song in you, write it. After you write the song, sing it. If you were the best thoroughbred race horse trainer, train them. Do it. Share your knowledge. And you'll be happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been. And I'm making videos 2-3 a week. And I feel good about it. So, it's time you feel good about yourself. I got 6 more days on this magnificent ship. I'm making videos about it because I got to share something with you about this, and I don't want everybody to hear it. I'm videoing the 7 days on this ship. I think it's going to be. I've never seen a video like what I'm doing, and I'm hoping Richard and Jim see the video on YouTube and give me a call and say, "Hey, Kerry, we'd like you to do another video on the Royal Caribbean cruise. All expenses paid. Sweet. Bring another couple with you. Where you want to go?" Do you think that's possible? Do you think it's possible? Hell yes, it's possible. But I'm the only one that's daring to do it. Learn from that. The only one who's daring to do it. And then you will be in a class all by yourself. And you'll be happy.